Ready, rocking and rolling. We have my boy Rick in the building. How you doing today,
What's
my
up,
boy?
L? How you doing, brother?
I think I met you at the last event I was at. It's either Henny and Hamburgers or was that the,
Yep, we were at the Russell Bazaar. We bumped right into each other. I'm like, "What's up? What's up?" And we bumped. You know what I'm saying? We networked a little bit. Got the Instagrams.
Yeah, that's right, man. You told me you were into fitness and stuff like that. Actually, you brought me a T-shirt, man. I wanted to show it real quick, bro.
Show 'em. Health is wealth.
Nick, what did I always say, bro? When you bring me clothes, that's the key to my
in your heart.
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate this. This is actually the actual
Health
material.
is wealth. We had to
This
get him a
is
good shirt, not
incredible.
just cotton. You know what I'm saying? That's that good fabric.
That's really good fabric. I'm gonna work out in that tonight, man. Talk about the brand though. What's going on here? What's on the label here?
BBR Fitness Lab. Health is the best wealth. You know what I'm saying? I just opened up this gym, personal training studio, where we're all about transforming people. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even about the money. Person can come to me today and they can say, hey, I don't got this, but I'm going to have it on this such and such date. Well, that's good. Let's get started today. You know what I'm saying? You already took the biggest step in your life, which was coming in the door. You know what I'm saying? Health is wealth, man. I started off working at Crunch Fitness. I ended up leaving there. I started mobile training for a while. I got a gym membership at every gym. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm going to get a gym membership here, 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 and here. And I took one client to each gym until I saved up enough money to get my own place. You know what I'm saying? And I kept seeing this place in front of my house. It used to be an old studio, and I used to drive by it. I'd be like, man, I'm going to get that place one day. I'm going to get that place one day. And look, one day happens, and now I'm in that place, full studio, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to help as many people as I can. I want to reach out to the Metro Detroit area and let them know that, man, health is wealth. You can do whatever you put your mind to, you know what I'm saying? Use your pain to push you to greatness, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like the worst with the gym, bro, because I'll find myself, so motivated to start. But once I start, week 3, week 4, I'm like, man, I'm tired. Like, I just don't want to go to the gym anymore.
But that's where mindset comes into play, L. You got to have a disciplined mindset. You got to wake up and keep pushing every day. Even though you think I don't feel like that, you think I don't want to go to, you know what I'm saying? I don't wake up every day like, man, all right, you know what I'm saying? I got to push myself. Everybody has to have that drive. You got to motivate yourself, bro.
That's the thing, bro. I gotta just go and do it, and I just freaking don't do it.
You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to do it, bro.
Bro, you know what was crazy?
I'll be your drive. You know
I
what
was
I'm saying?
going to the gym before COVID happened. I was going to the gym, and I actually found my momentum where I was like continuously going, and I felt good about it.
Yeah.
Then COVID hit, all the gyms shut down, and I was like, well, this is the best excuse ever to not go to the fucking gym.
Let's talk about excuses real quick. Let me tell you something. Excuses only sound good to the people that are making them, bro. You know what I'm saying? To anybody else, they're just like, oh, so it sounds good to you, but you got to stop making excuses for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everything you're saying right now, you could get a disciplined mindset, man. You could tell yourself, look, I'm going to start going. You're already eating healthy. You know what I'm saying? On the Health Squad, you're posting healthy stuff, bro. That's healthy shit. Keep eating like that, bro. That's discipline. You already have discipline in you, so you can't sit here and say you can't discipline yourself to work out because you discipline yourself enough to eat healthy.
That's right. No, you're right. You're absolutely right, man. Let's educate people about you real quick, man. I was talking to you earlier. You're from Detroit.
I'm from Detroit, East Side.
And you're also Indian.
Yep, I'm Indian. So I was born and raised around the Hamtramck-Detroit border. Yep, around Buffalo and Kniff.
Cool, man. Just talk about growing up in Detroit a little bit, man.
Man, growing up in Detroit, I guess wasn't all the best. You know what I'm saying? Product of the environment, but you got to make do with what you got. You know what I'm saying? Deal the hand you're dealt. You know what I'm saying? Every man and female is dealt the same 24 hours in a day. You can do what you put your mind to. You know what I'm saying? I went to all Detroit public schools. I went to middle school at Spain Middle School by the Brewster Projects. I ended up going to Cass Tech. You know what I'm saying? 11th grade, I got kicked out of school. I ended up going to military school. I got my GED at a very young age. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up going to college. I still fucked around in life at that point. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take it serious at all. I was getting locked up, in and out of jail. Still didn't take life serious, man. You know what I'm saying? And then the judge told me one day, he's like, look, man, if you come back in front of my face, I'm going to send you to Michigan Department of Corrections. And what do you know? I ended up back in his face, and I didn't even think twice what he was going to do. I was just like, yep, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that was the day I was sent to Michigan Department of Corrections, and I think that day changed my life. You know what I'm saying? It made me a much wiser person. I bumped into a lot of people that might not come home that shared a lot of good knowledge with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's rewind a little bit, too, on that note. First of all, how prominent were Indians in your area? Did you kind of stand out where you grew up?
So where I grew up, I believe I was the only Indian, man. There was predominantly African Americans, Caucasian people. There was some Bengali people. There were some Arabic people. You know what I'm saying? It was a little diverse because I was on that Detroit-Hamtramck border. You know what I mean? So it was a little diverse, but I believe I was the only Indian. Indians usually live in Brownstown, Farmington Hills, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't even see an Indian like me, man. Indians are usually doctors, engineers. I'm kind of the black sheep of my family, but it's okay. I'm doing good in life. And I believe you are the only person you should want to make happy, you know?
When you're growing up and you're like the only Indian, I know. Did people look at you differently?
100%, man.
Obviously,
I
there's
went to
a
Detroit
confusion.
public schools, man. I used to get bullied all the time. My real name is Sukhjinder. They used to say Suckajinder. I used to get into fights all the time, man, just because of that.
Damn.
You know, used to get bullied all the time, but it's okay. All that bullying made me the man I am today. You know what I'm saying? I'm strong now. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even stand for that shit no more, you know?
When I was in school, we had a few Indian friends, and it was confusing because we didn't know what they were. I had a friend named Sukhajit, actually. So
For real? No
even
way.
had
Similar name.
He had a worse,
coincidence.
He had it way worse than you with the name thing. Sukhajit, it was, man, he got fucked up with that one. But he was one of the coolest dudes I ever fucking met, man. But people always look at Indians and get confused, kind of like, what are you? What do you stand
100%.
for? The whole some of them are Muslim, and that whole thing scares certain people and stuff like that.
Yeah, 100%.
How did you like? Did you get along with people? Like, how did it go?
You know, when I first got into schools, you know, I got bullied and stuff like that. It's because I was probably the only, you know what I'm saying, Asian American there. It probably was 99.1% African Americans at every school I went to. You know what I'm saying? I went to Detroit public schools, but I eventually, you know what I'm saying, adapted, and this is my culture, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Detroit, you know what I'm saying? I went to Cass Tech, this is my culture. I love the Lions, I love the Pistons, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of just adapted to the culture I was in, and people just started to accept me, you know what I'm saying? And they just be like, man, yeah, that's cool, that's Rick, man, that's my boy, you know?
For sure. Talk about what caused you to get in and out of trouble? Like, what were you doing in the court system?
You know, I feel like I just acted out. I didn't have the right, I don't want to say strict, I had strict parents, you know what I'm saying? You coming from a different country, you should know that our parents are different, you know what I'm saying? They're traditional, they're stuck in their ways, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say I had bad parenting, but I wish they would have parented me a little better, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to use the area I grew up in as an excuse either, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm a man, and everything I did on my own, you know what I'm saying? So honestly, you know,
I mean, what happened though? Like, because I was getting suspended every day, but I wasn't ending up in court system.
yeah, so
I mean,
okay.
I did, but
wait, let's go down that route. Okay, so how did I end up? So I think I ended up, it started with skipping school. I would skip school, I'd sneak out at night. I think we'd go get drunk, man. We're smoking a bunch of weed and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Normal stuff. And then it led to me going to that college, using the Pell Grant money they're giving me to buy drugs, flip them, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm getting caught with possession of pills, manufacturing, catching felonies on top of the felony I already have. You know what I'm saying? It was just dumb. I was using the dark web at the time, man, using that to get drugs off of that. You know what I'm saying? I was using my intelligence to my advantage. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
bro. The dark web, man.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
So you were super highly educated, but you were using it for...
I was using it in the streets, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I feel like the people around me were taking me down the wrong path. I feel like I had a father figure in my life, but I didn't look at him as a father figure that I wanted, and I was being picky, so I always looked at the streets as my father figure, somebody that's doing good in the streets, somebody that's big. I wanted to copy them. I wanted to do what they do, drive the car they was driving, had the girls that they had, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I realized to this day that all I got is myself. Only person I need to impress is myself. I don't care about nobody, how they feel about me, you know? Because at the end of the day, if I'm happy, that's all I care about.
Talk about when you get checked in for the first time to actual system. So you went to prison, or was it jail?
Man, I've probably been to jail about 10 to 12 times in my life, and I've been to prison one time, and that's going to be my last time.
Okay, so talk about how that happened and the outcome of it.
What do you mean, prison or jail?
Prison, because obviously the jail was like you ended up not really learning your lesson.
Yep, not really
obviously.
learning. So I ended up going to prison, man, and that was like a real eye-opener, man. Yep, real eye-opener. I ended up going to prison, man. You'll see a lot of nasty things in prison. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that I probably won't speak on to this day, but I learned a lot. You know what I mean? And I went into it being a knucklehead thinking I knew everything, and that was a mistake. You should never go into life in any situation thinking you know everything. You're going to fall right on your face. You know what I'm saying? 110%. And I bumped into, thank God, you know what I'm saying? I was from the east side. I never joined any gang, no gang, nothing like that. I was always influenced too. I never did it because at the end of the day, I'm a leader. I'm not no follower. You know what I'm saying? So I always hung out with the east side boys. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that was my clique. That's who I hung around. And I always had good people to push me good. They always put me hip to everything. So I never had to experience a situation and not know the outcome because they already put me hip to everything that was going on in prison. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew how to move and how to, you know, how to navigate myself.
Right on. So you kind of went in a little bit. You came in with some ignorance, thinking but you thought you knew what was going on, but you were still prepared to some degree.
Yeah.
And the outcome of that, obviously, what was the moment that transformed you to realize you're never going back?
Man, the things I was seeing in there, the crimes that I see people are there for, the knowledge that people are giving me, the wisdom, man, telling me that I'm grateful. I should be grateful for the life I'm living, you know? Come on, man. You don't want to listen to somebody say, all right, yard open, you know, and you get to go outside. That's horrible, man. That's fucking horrible. You know what I'm saying? Seeing 2 fences a day, you don't want to see stuff like that. You don't want to see a guard harassing you, telling you what to do, forcing you to eat something. They're not going to force you to eat the food, but if you ain't got no money to buy no food, you damn sure going to be eating that food, you know?
How much time did you spend in prison?
I spent about roughly close to 2.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you have a longer sentence and you got out early? Or
nope. So my price sentence was altogether, I spent about a little over 3 years locked up, incarcerated with the jail time.
God damn.
Yeah, horrible.
When your parents are seeing this happen, obviously, you know, I come from the same back. I've come from the Middle East. My parents are from the Middle East. They're from Iraq. So if I'm going to the prison system, they're fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, they're fucked up. It's not going to
100%.
be good for me. How were they reacting to this
They
situation?
were reacting horrible, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to my parents, you know what I'm saying? If they ever watch this video.
Did they ever come visit you?
For all the pain I've caused them, you know what I'm saying? And thank God, you know what I'm saying? All the pain I put my mom through, she still stood by my side every time. Every court date I had and I turned around, the only person that was there for me was my mom. I got her tatted on my arm right now, you know what I'm saying? She the only person that stuck with me. She believed in me, you know what I'm saying? To this day, she looks at me and she's like, wow, my son's home. He opened up this gym. He hasn't even been home 12 months, you know what I'm saying? She's proud of me. I'm going to keep making her proud, and I'm going to make sure she lives a lavish life.
She was coming to visit you when you were locked up?
My mom, unfortunately, did not come to visit me, man. You know our parents. My mom don't even drive on the highway, man. So I got a little Zoom visit in those little years, but that's about it. I see my brother once. But in all reality, when I got locked up, COVID hit. So they cut off all visiting. You know what I'm saying? We were like a bunch of bacteria trapped in a petri dish, you know?
So you got fucked up. You were doing the COVID times, too.
We were in there. We were locked down probably 23 hours. They weren't letting nobody out. They didn't want the infection to spread. Shit was bad, man.
That's like the worst thing that could probably happen because now you can't even socialize or do anything, right?
Yep, 100%.
Oh, my God. I don't know how the fuck. Yeah, that's crazy for you. So that obviously builds a lot of discipline, though, and a lot of, like, mental strength to be able to endure that, right?
100%. All you have is time to think to yourself and say, man, reflect on everything you've done in life.
And when you went to military school, you said?
Yep, absolutely.
When you go to military school, do you have to leave the state for that? Or how does
I
that
went to
work?
military school because I was a juvenile delinquent. You know what I'm saying? Is that what they call those bad kids?
I think so.
Yeah. I think the lady
Bring
at
that mic closer to you?
I believe the lady on Mac sent me there, the Justice Hall. Yep, she made me go there, so I ended up leaving school, went to the military school, completed that.
For sure. Can you bring that mic closer to you?
Yep, gotcha.
Yeah, just drag it. Oh yeah, for sure. I know it's gonna bleed out a little bit. So talk about you get out. What's the first steps you're taking when you're out of prison?
First steps I took out of prison, man, I looked at life and I said, wow, all these opportunities and these people are sitting here doing nothing.
Whoa.
What's going on? You know what I mean? I just came from people that wish they could do something. The most talented people are behind bar. Artists, rappers, tattoo artists. You know what I mean? Their lives are just going to waste. So when I came out here, I looked at it. I said, man, I'm taking advantage of all this. You know what I mean? I'm going to go and grab every opportunity and everything I want to do. And I said, hey, I was in prison helping people, training them, showing them how to do fitness. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to come out here and teach it, you know? Studied it, slammed the books in there, had my brother send me nutrition books. I'm reading them in there. Come home, studied some more. I think I was ready for the exam at that point. Took the personal training exam, got my certification, started working at a gym, worked towards more certification, became a nutritionist, became a fitness coach, and I'm also a transformation specialist now.
Oh, Jesus, man. Where did you go to learn all this?
I did this off online schooling. You know what I'm saying? ISSA, because you know all this COVID stuff, got everything messed up still a little bit.
But you know how to... You were fitness before that, right? Like just personal fitness?
I started my little personal fitness journey a little bit before I got locked up. But my body was nowhere near there. You know what I'm saying? If I took my shirt off, I probably still looked a little sloppy. It wasn't any discipline there. It was just, let me go to the gym. Maybe I'll look cool. Maybe I'll try to impress girls. That's not why you should go to the gym, though.
Yeah.
Health is wealth, bro. Don't go to the gym for dumb reasons.
What's been the journey like? Your first days of actually making money, being a fitness coach, and actually making it a business?
Best advice: when you love something, like you love this, right?
Yeah.
You're not thinking about money.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you're thinking about money during an interview because you love doing this.
Right.
When I go about my job, I don't think about the money because if I feel like I think about the money, I'm gonna fall on my face. If I'm passionate about my job and I do good at my job, the money's just gonna follow me, and then I'm gonna look back like, oh, I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing good. Let me just keep doing what I'm doing. Money's gonna follow you.
Yes. I forgot who said. I think Johnny Depp said that. If you do what you love, the money will come.
100%.
So you don't even have to think about it if your passion's involved in it, unless you're like some fucking guy who does something wacky like, you blow bubbles for a living and you somehow make pay. He probably figured a basket weaver, but I swear they figure out how to make paper doing that shit, bro.
They do.
If you go to Japan, somehow they figure it out.
Listen, that's 2022. You can make paper doing anything. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
There's no excuses. These kids are making money off video games, videos, TikTok. Get up off your ass and do something.
Isn't it crazy, bro? Like how kids are literally on their computer making more money than lawyers and shit like that.
And then people still have excuses to sit down and have no job and just want their girl to feed them, play video games, and smoke weed all day. It's a shame.
Mm-hmm. And then it's like they're saying like this is one of the most broke generations. Like Gen X is, or what are we? Gen X? Is this the Gen X or what is this right now?
I believe the next gen.
No, what is this generation?
We're
Gen Z. Gen Z. This
yeah, he's right.
Yeah, right.
Gen Z.
So like this is like the most like broke as far for some reason. Like nobody can get houses and shit like they used to. Like people always like when our parents were our age, they had their own fucking houses, cars. They had a family by the age of like 25. And now if you're 25 these days, like the chances of you having all that is like very slim.
Bro, I feel, you know what I believe? I believe humans only use up to 40% of their capability. We're not even using our potential, man.
Bro,
you know
like
what I mean?
1% for real.
Come on, bro. 100%. You know what I mean? Come on.
40% is too much, bro.
You think 40% will give them
No,
up
I think people are using literally like 1% of their capability for
we'll
real.
cut it in half then. We'll say about 20%.
20% for real. But at the same time, it's like different because I mean, I always tell people like, let's say your parents are rich. Let's just say your parents are fucking rich. They're loaded, right? And a lot of people's families are wealthy. Back in the day, it wasn't really like that. It's like your parents were probably middle class, and when you grew up, you had to make your own living and doing it. Now some of these kids are growing up with rich-ass parents. They don't have to work as hard. The kids don't have to work as hard.
I'm sure.
But now it's just like still build a career, still build a future for yourself.
100%.
But you don't have to do the shit that they had to do to make it to where they got to. Like, I think that's the stupid part. Work smarter if you have the opportunity to.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, work smarter. If your family already established something, don't go do crazy ass labor work.
Exactly.
And try to make the
We're
same
good
pay.
examples of that because we come from a foreign background. You know what I'm saying? Our parents probably came here with nothing. Only an opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the same 24 hours every man and woman has in their day.
Yeah. Talk about what's been going on with your business, man. Talk about how you've been able to increase it, and obviously the people you've got established with that. How many people do you have? How many clients? Not client. I know you guys don't like to say clients, probably.
These are, we can call them clients, but these are people that I've developed relationships with. These are my personal friends in life. You know what I'm saying? They call me with all life problems, ask for my advice. They think I'm a pretty motivational guy, you know?
How many people are you coaching?
I'm coaching about, good word, I like it. I'm coaching about 11 people right now, 11 to 12. I'm growing, you know what I'm saying? Growth is everything. I'm not worried about profit right now. I'm just worried about establishing my business and helping as many people as I can.
When somebody comes to you for coaching, what's the general consensus of what they need? What's usually going on?
Let's sit down. Let's talk about your fitness goals. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about last time you've been in the gym. Let's talk about if you have any injuries. You know what I'm saying? Let's get your weight. Let's get your BMI. Let's get your body fat percentage. Let's sit down. Let's come up with a plan that will actually help you get to your fitness goals. You know what I'm saying? Instead of these trainers that are doing nothing. I go to the gym sometimes to work out, and I'll be working out, and I'll be seeing the trainer. Sometimes it's a female. Sometimes it's a guy. Sometimes I'll see the female looking at me while she's training a client. I'll be like, wow, this lady's paying her all this money, and she's paying attention to me. You know what I'm saying? These people pay you their hard-earned money for you to train them an hour. You know what I'm saying? You should give them your undivided attention because these people want to see you, you know? You want to give somebody a good relationship because 9 times out of 10, the clients that I'm coaching, they're going to be with me for the rest of their life, you know?
Do you think it's easy to sustain a living for a fitness coach right now? Because there's so many people that have entered the field. Like, I had a friend that he became a fitness coach, and I feel like, you know, when you don't go to college or anything like that and you don't get a degree, a lot of people try to find, like, the easiest things to do, like being a fitness coach or whatever, or working at Quicken Loans or something where it's like, okay, that's a career and I can make money off of it. I just got to get certified, right? And they go take these jobs, but they don't really give a fuck about it, like you said. Like, they don't really have the passion behind it. So it's saturated, right? There's a lot of fitness coaches, right? The thing that separates them is the ones that actually care versus the ones that don't give a fuck, and the ones that actually know how to build a body and build a communication and network with people. So how do you feel about that? How do you feel about the oversaturation of fitness coaches? Like, everybody's trying to dive into that field. They think it's just easy to do it and they're just going to be able to make money off of it.
Dude, I feel like the fruit of everything good in life comes with a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Just because there's so many fitness coaches in here or out there that's not gonna stop me from doing what I do. You know what I'm
It's not
saying?
about stopping, but how do you feel about that approach that like that the market is like that though?
Markets like that, you know, everybody's gonna try to jump on that train, you know. That's just everything in life. Doctor, rapper, writer, poem writer, you know what I'm saying? Everything in life, there's gonna be challengers. There's gonna be people there's gonna be competition, and you're just gonna have to stand out in life, and that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna have to separate yourself from that crowd, and that's what I do. I'm passionate about what I do. People love me. They love being around me. They love my energy. They love how I motivate them. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep going with it. I'm venturing out to other things. As you know, I'm a fitness model, you know. Hopefully
Talk
one day
about
I'll be a motivational speaker.
Talk about the deeper details of kind of what you do with your clients individually to help them that kind of separates you from other fitness coaches.
You know, I feel like I sit down and I get real personal with the client, you know? We talk on a daily basis. We figure out what this client's eating all day. Hey, send me a picture of everything you're eating all day. You know what I'm saying? Constantly keeping up with them after their workout. Maybe sending them a quick text like, hey, how's it going? Is everything going all right? You know, stretching them out at the end of the workout. Just keeping up with their life. You know what I'm saying? Being real personal with them. You want to build a relationship with these people. You want them to be your friend and not your client. Because at the end of the day, you want to help these people. You want to help them reach their fitness goals. Because if you don't help them reach their fitness goals, why are they coming to see you? You know what I'm saying? They want you because they know you can help them get there.
Right. And that's kind of why I brought that up earlier about how there's like a saturation of like fitness coaches. And you said like some of them, they don't even know how to monitor or really be a part of the person they're coaching's life because...
That's because everybody's thinking about numbers, though.
Yeah.
Nobody's passionate about what the fuck they're doing.
That's what I'm
Everybody's thinking about numbers. Numbers. Money, 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 money. You know what I'm saying? Stop going about life that way. That's not how you should be going about life.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree with you because at the end of the day, especially when COVID hit and you've seen an oversaturation in every single job where they were just giving everybody a job. Anybody could not be qualified for any fucking job, but they could still get the job. I remember there was a day I made a video about it. I went to a coffee shop. The girl did not know how to make coffee. I went to a tailor right after. The guy did not know how to fucking size my suit. I'm just like going to place, and I'm like, none of you know what you're doing. And COVID really exposed the fact that a lot of people really don't give a fuck about their jobs. They just have the jobs. They don't have the credentials to have it. They don't have the experience. They don't have anything to qualify themselves for the position they're in, but yet they have those jobs. So you're kind of sitting there going like, what the hell's going on in this world, bro? Like, a tailor can't fit you, can't size you up. Like, what are we doing anymore? Like, so with what you're saying, it can't be about the money because that just loses all the authenticity and all the I guess the outcome of what could be a potential for somebody's success or for them to better themselves because you're dealing with somebody who doesn't give a fuck. If I go to a weak ass fitness instructor, he could be teaching me all the wrong things because he doesn't give a fuck about what he's teaching me. And then I could call him and he could not be answering the phone and I'm spending all this money with you and you just don't give a fuck about me.
Do you agree with me?
Well, yeah, of course I agree with you.
Okay, 100%. Then you're speaking big facts right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the sucky part. So people like you're basically saying, fuck the money, go after the passion and really, really...
Let's do it, man. Let's get you together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You should not be trying to get in shape while trying to hurt your pocket. Your pocket should not be getting hurt if you're trying to get in shape. You know what I mean? You should not be hurting your pockets if you're trying to get in shape. You should not be trying to come in the gym and you're thinking about, oh, money, 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 money. You know?
I'm not gonna lie though, when I went to like Lifetime one time, they were trying to charge me like $850 for a coach a month.
Out of this world. They're crazy. $850. They're probably gonna be bougie with you. Oh, you're gonna be like, oh, I can't do this. All right, it's all right. Come here. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that guy. You want the guy that's gonna push you to do it. You want the guy that's gonna say, no, I know you're capable of doing it. Let's do it. You know?
Yeah.
Let's push you.
What do you say to somebody who should get started? No, they know they want to get started. You know, New Year's is coming up.
Absolutely.
What happens?
New year, new me.
Everybody's going to the gym for the first. You know when they do all the sales for their fucking gyms, right? It's on the first because they know everybody's trying to start a whole new thing, like a whole new legacy, right? So how do you get those people in the gym and staying in the gym after the first?
You know, that's where I come in. I build that mindset. I build that discipline. I give them that courage. I give them that motivation. I inspire them. You know what I'm saying? When the client comes, it's not all about working out, man. It's about working your mind, too. It's about building that mindset so you do feel motivated to come the next day, so you do feel like, yeah, man, I did that workout. I'll be back Wednesday, 5 p.m. sharp. So you're 5 minutes early. So you're outside stretching, ready to go. Build that mindset. I help them build that mindset. When my clients come to me, I make sure that their mindset is on a curve to go through a growth mindset. Never negative. You know what I'm saying? I always want to see them growing. I always tell them to stay positive. When they leave my door, I tell them to stay positive and don't let anything bring you down today.
Oh, for sure.
They look at me and they smile. And that's the best thing ever. You know what I'm saying? When a client smiles at me and says, man, that was a good workout. Thank you so much. my job's done. You know what I'm saying? That's my high for the day. Oh my God, I helped somebody. You know what I'm saying? I just went from doing all this fucked up shit to wow, I just helped somebody.
Back on that track, one thing we were talking about before we started is the consumption of like we were basically saying like, you know, artists and rappers take a lot of drugs, they'll put a lot of stuff into their system, and you were saying it's like, all right, if you're gonna do that, that's fine, but you can still compensate for that.
You could still go to the gym, man. These rappers could still go to the gym. You could drink as much lean and smoke as much weed as you want. I do not promote that stuff. At the end of the day, I'm just saying you could do what you want. But don't make excuses for going to the gym. Get your ass up. Go work out for an hour. You know you're doing all these bad things at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? This is your stress reliever. Go work out for an hour. Go sit in the sauna for 5-10 minutes. Feel better. You know what I'm saying? You can still do it, man. You know what I'm saying? These rappers have discipline, bro. And I feel like I be watching your podcast. This is a good example. Rappers, right? They're really good at being passionate about their music. I feel like a lot of them are not thinking about the money. They're just making music. They're going about every song, and then one song eventually just blows up. You know what I'm saying? And now money's just chasing them. You know what I'm saying? So they were never thinking about money to begin with. It was all passion, you know? So that's a good example where I come in with that. You know, I just wanted to use that. That was on my thought.
No, for sure, man. Talking about saunas, man. So my routine. Listen, I used to work out, bro. I used to do the deadlifts. I used to do the squat. I used to do all that. All right.
Muscle got memory. If you did it before, you can do it again.
I can get back.
And I'm always tell you that.
But here's what I'm doing right now. All right, because I'm just not working out. I'm going to the gym. I'm doing 30 minutes on the treadmill, and then I'm going to the sauna for 20 minutes.
Okay, so wait. One more time. You're doing what?
So all I'm really doing is going on the treadmill for 30 minutes. I do a walk, run, cool down. And then I go to the sauna for 20 minutes. That's all I'm doing right now, 3 days a week.
Okay, well, you're doing something, which is better than nothing. What are your fitness goals, El?
I want to get bigger, but then after a while, I realize I'm getting bitches anyway.
Okay.
So I'm not tripping about it.
But listen, we're not here to we're not going to the gym to get bitches.
I know, but that's why I was. That's why I was, though. That's why I was. I'm not going to lie. Like, all right, but I don't need to anymore because I got the clout. So I'm like, all right.
Well, now it's time to do it for your own health. You know what I'm saying? Because health is wealth, right?
I agree with you, bro. But as far as what I'm doing right now, is that beneficial? Like the gym, like running
100%. You doing that is beneficial. All I would suggest is you put a little bit of strength training in there, bro. Before you hit all those weights, hit a quick warm up, hit about 50 to 100 jumping jacks, and go lift some weights, bro. Lift some weights. Go do 3 to 6 sets of some weights, and then go do the cardio, and then go sit in the sauna. You'd feel 100 times better, man.
My cousin was telling me bench pressing straight up isn't as beneficial as using dumbbells to bench press.
Okay, now let's go there. The reason why dumbbells are better than they say they're better than that barbell press, because when you're using the barbell, you're kind of stabilized, right? It's just one bar. When you're using 2 dumbbells, you aren't stabilized. So if we're using 60-pound dumbbells, we got one on this side and one on this side. You have to stabilize yourself to make sure both dumbbells are going up at the same time and they look good going up. You know what I'm saying? So one might go like this because you're not stabilized. When you got the bar, it's much easier to go straight up and straight up, straight up and straight down, you know?
Yeah, exactly. When I used to go to a Planet Fitness and they had Smith machines for the squatting, and I didn't realize when I went to this new gym, they don't have the Smith machine, so I actually have to take the bar off and use it. And I realized I don't have any stabilizers.
You don't even want to use that. Hey, Smith machines. If you don't have to use them, don't use them. Don't recommend them. You know what I'm saying? Play with that heavyweight. Play with that barbell. Play with the real weight. They got the Smith machines in there to trick your mind. They're trying to show you an easier way to do it. Stop cutting corners. You know what I'm saying? Go use the real barbell.
So you don't think there's a benefit to Smith machines?
100% there's a benefit. There's 100% benefit. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that can't use a barbell, and that's what that is there for. But don't go there and say, oh, I'm not going to try this. I'll go straight to this. You know what I'm saying? Because then you already fucked your mindset up.
So those machines that make it easier to do an exercise aren't as beneficial.
Absolutely, because
as
if we go on the Smith machine and hit a bench press, that thing's going to go straight up and straight down. All you're doing is pushing. If we go on the bench press and we go straight up, straight down, hell no. That weight can go, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, fine, man, fine.
Hey, anything is good though, as long as you're doing it. Smith machine, I recommend it. All that running, you're still doing it every day. Do it. You know,
no,
as long as you're doing something better than the next man. That next man's probably sitting on his ass at home doing nothing.
No, you're telling me the things I don't want to hear, but you're right. Like I have to get off
the
Smith
things
machine.
that we don't. Hey, the correct things in life are always the things we don't want to hear.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's always the right things.
Facts, bro. Another thing is people watching each other in the gym. You know how like, okay, Planet Fitness, they have like a whole sign that says like no judgment zone.
Hey, I got that on my wall, that's a decal on my window. No judgment zone, big arrow pointing to the door, because it's really no judgment zone, you know?
Yeah, and do you think that's like a real thing? Or do you think, okay, when you go to the gym sometimes and people are staring, do you think people are actually judging each other? Or do you think it's just like, I'm just looking because I'm fucking intense right now. I just worked out.
I feel like we can separate that in about 20% are just looking. 20% are probably like, hey, I want to achieve that body. 20% might just be hating, like, hey, look at that guy, he's not doing it right. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you need to go to the gym and mind your own business. You're there for yourself and yourself only. If you're going to the gym and you worried about other people, you already there for all the wrong reasons. You might as well walk back out and come back in when you got a better mindset.
When you feel like you don't want to go to the gym because you feel like you are being judged, what can you say to the people that are going and just feeling like they are being judged? Even though they might not even be judged.
Be more confident. Stop worrying about what other people think of you. You are a beautiful person, man. God made everybody different. Everybody is going to go through different stages in life, man, and you just have to be the person you were made to be. Stop worrying about what everybody got to say about you.
Yeah, you're right, man. You know, the other day I was at the gym, and there was like a newer gym I was going to, and I was walking. You know, when you work out, your adrenaline starts going. You know, you get a little bit of ego after you just did a set and stuff like that. And there was this guy, and he was standing in like the middle of the section, and I was trying to get past him, and he would not move. And so I walked around him. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to confront because I wasn't in the mood to confront. But like, what is that shit? What is it with the people that just like have this ego ass mindset when they're in the gym to like just be disrespectful and shit like that? Like, and like, how do you approach that? I'm learning to stop confronting people because I really just don't give a fuck anymore.
I'm with you.
I don't have the time to confront people anymore. I don't have the time to be upset with somebody. You know, the other day I was thinking about that, even with my DMs, because I'll get the craziest DMs for people to come on my podcast or work with me, like just disrespectful or just like outlandish. And I look at it and I don't get mad anymore. When people disrespect me or people say something crazy to me, I used to confront them and start a whole thing.
You can't control it.
Now I don't even care anymore because I already know where I'm going. I know where I'm trying to get to. So none of that can bother me.
Silence is the strongest weapon.
I swear,
you not saying nothing, these people are hurt. They're like, oh my God, he's not thinking of me. He didn't even look at it. Yeah, we don't care. You know?
No, you're absolutely right, bro.
Let me go back on that topic about the people in the gym. I just went to LA Fitness recently because I don't have a sauna, right? I'm going to buy one soon. I got to put one. I got to invest in that. That's a really good investment right there.
Okay.
But I'm going to put one in there and eventually, okay, back to, so I go to LA Fitness for the sauna, right? And I'm in there working out with my boy and stuff. And there's this guy. He's at 3 different stations. He's got a bar over there for deadlifts. He's using the decline press. And then he has one of the cable machines. And I get up from my exercise, I get done, I put the weight up on the machine, and I walk over to the decline press. I say, oh, maybe somebody just left some weights. I get to pulling it off, and I look up, and the guy comes out of nowhere, and he's like, oh, that's mine. And I'm like, oh, okay, where'd you just come from? But that's what I'm thinking in my head. But I'm like, I'm not going to be I'm not being confrontational today. It's okay. You can have it. I'll get it done. I'll get it when you're done. You know what I'm saying? Get your money, you know? I go back to somewhere else. I substitute my workout with another exercise. I look up. Dude, this guy's literally going boom, 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 like a circuit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to knock anybody's money. They getting money out there, let them get money. I call it working out, getting money. That's what they used to call it in prison, so that's what I call it. I'm sticking with it. But I'm not knocking how anybody works out. You know what I'm saying? If that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. But this is where it comes in, like you just said, taking into consideration of other people at the gym. There's more people at the gym. You taking up 3 machines when there's only one of you, that don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? You could finish here, then go there. You know what I'm saying? You taking up three spots. You just messing it up for other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you got the people you're talking about where you'll walk in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And they're in your way. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you don't want to be confrontational. These are just the personalities of the people in gym. And it's just like life. We move through life every day and we deal with every type of personality. You know what I'm saying? I feel like being incarcerated, I used to deal with 1,200 personalities a day. I feel like I could look a grown man in his eye right now and I could tell if he's lying to me or if he has genuine energy or not. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You just got to be able to move in life and just adapt and overcome. You get in a situation like that, man, fuck this guy. He must be having a bad day. Hey, I hope your day gets better, brother. I'll see you later.
I agree with you, bro. I think we probably both grew up in the same kind of mindset where our ego would make us want to explode at any type of situation.
100%.
Where we feel disrespected. I feel like if you disrespect me, I want to come at you. But now I'm at a point in life where I just don't have time or care about it anymore. Now when I get something that confronts me or makes me feel like you're trying to check me or do something like that, I don't know. It's just not worth it. I feel better in life now not confronting and giving attention to those situations anymore. Giving attention to the situations where somebody's trying to get something out of you or it's trying to piss you off or whatever, bro, it's not worth it at the end of the day. Like these even if you go to Detroit, you know how there's always like a fight at every time you go to Detroit, every time I go to a club or a bar or something, somebody's trying to start something with me or somebody else or somebody I know, and I'm always like, yo, do you have something better to do than start a situation right now, bro? You don't have anything better to do than start a fight at a club. You don't have nothing better. You don't have to think about your kids when you go home or your family, your friends. You're not thinking about anything else but this little guy bumped into you or stepped on your shoe or maybe looked at your girl wrong. You have to defend that certain circumstance and ruin the rest of your night.
You know you've grown when you could sit there and have a camera check moment and decide what to do and weigh out your option. That's when you know you've grown as a person. When you can sit there and plot on everything you're able to do in that position. When you say, here's option A, here's option B, and here's option C. Which way should I go? What are going to be the outcomes of going this way, that way, and this way? When you can sit down as a man and do that in situations, you're always going to think you're going to make the right decision. You know what I'm saying? Don't move too fast in life. You're going to fall. You're going to slip. You're going to make the wrong decision. You're going to end up somewhere you don't want to be. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure, man. Now, also, besides being a fitness coach, you do nutrition.
Yep.
You help people with their bodies and stuff like that. What do you see is the worst thing that people are consuming?
Dude, high fructose corn syrup. Oh, my God. Stop drinking pop. Leading cause of obesity. Stop. Anything with high fructose corn syrup, cut it out your diet.
Everything.
High fructose corn syrup is really bad ingredient, man. I do not agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe my personal opinion, but hey.
What is it? It's just like, what is
Dude,
it?
Dude, it's that main ingredient in pop, that sweetener, you know? Not good for you, man.
I know friends that only drink pop. They don't drink water and shit like that.
That's horrible, bro. Yeah. That's really bad. That's really bad. If they went on a 30-day cleanse of water, you know how much better they'll feel? You know how much more their skin would glow? You know how much energy they would have? They'd just be full of life, you know?
What do you think it is that makes people consume all this garbage?
You know, it's just that's America, man. You see how they poison us? They put the certain things in the certain hoods, the certain candies. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they hypnotizing us. You know what I'm saying? Like, here, take this. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. These are bad things. They know they're bad things, but they're still pushing them. You know what I'm saying? Like that breeze. Everybody's walking around with a breeze nowadays. We have no idea what's in it. You know what I'm saying? I got friends that smoke it, but we have no idea what's in it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the government's putting in there.
Yeah, you really don't. I remember I went to Burger King one time in Detroit, and I was just trying to get a salad. And they're like, we don't sell salads here. I said, how do you not sell salads?
That's great. Even McDonald's and Wendy's carry salads, but I think McDonald's discontinued theirs. But their salads were just as bad as their burgers, if you think about it.
What do you mean? There was just lettuce, tomato, and onion.
Yeah, the carbs were up there, though. You know what I'm saying?
How?
I don't know, bro. Every time when I used to look at the nutritional facts for the Caesar chicken salads for McDonald's, and they'd be like up there with the Big Macs and shit, man.
Oh, you're talking about with the chicken and stuff like that. Yeah, I was talking about the plain lettuce.
Okay, plain salad. Oh, you can't ever go wrong with greens. You know that, man.
Yeah, but
you are what you put in your body. If you put greens in your body, I'm sure it'll be healthy as ever.
Think about it though. They weren't selling salads, which means nobody was asking for salads, or they were just like, we're not gonna fucking. I don't know.
Hey, 90% of us have watched Super Size Me. I bet y'all still eat chicken nuggets from McDonald's.
What do you think about fast food, man?
Man, fast food is so horrible. Anything frozen is horrible. Panera Bread is horrible. All their food is frozen. It's a mimic. They're fucking with your head. You know what I'm saying? Eat healthy. Here's the most important thing about working out. You know what I'm saying? You can think going to the gym, doing this is going to work, suffice. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's your diet, man. You got to be on a good diet. You got to fix your diet. You can't just say, I'm going to go to the gym and lift some weights and expect to get in shape. You got to watch what you put in your body. You can't go work out, have a good workout, go eat a Big Mac and have a Sunday and say, whoa, whoop-de-doo. You know what I'm saying? I worked out. I needed this fuel. No, you know?
What's a reasonable expectation to lose weight? Let's just say you're 50 or 60 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
Okay. What's a reasonable expectation to cut that down? How many months would it actually take of proper working out and dieting to lose 50 to 60 pounds?
I'd say proper dieting for 50 to 60 pounds.
Yeah.
It all depends on the person. I put it for a range to like maybe anywhere from 6 to 18 months, you know? Depending on the person. Some person might have a ridiculous shock of a weight drop, you know? Some person might be hard to lose weight, you know? It's all different. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. That's why we sit down and we have a consultation and we get to know that person. We ask them, what do they do in life? Where do you work? What do you consume of food every day? Do you drink? Do you smoke? You know what I'm saying? Let's get personal. Let's get to know what you really do so we can help you in every way possible.
Right. So there is no actual number. It's all variable depending on the person's life.
I feel like it's all variable depending on the person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to give people a realistic expectation for losing weight, because I have a friend that his girlfriend's trying to lose weight, and he was like telling me, he's like, if she could just cut down some weight, and I was like, I don't know if it's realistic to expect her to cut 20 pounds in 2 months.
20 pounds in 2 months is not that realistic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could be a very shock weight drop. You know what I'm saying? Like a person that never worked out and they just go on a crazy workout and a crazy diet. They might see that, bro, because they've never worked out and they've always consumed garbage. So you go on that 30-day streak of working out, going in the sauna, your body's going to drop that off. Like, I don't need this anymore. So you might hit that. You know what I'm saying? That's why it all depends on the person. But that person a normal person might lose up to 2 pounds a month. You know what I'm saying? Up to a pound a week. You know what I'm saying? It all depends.
I was watching TikTok and I'm seeing like this one video that keeps popping up of like a doctor recommending like water with lime and
Dude,
like
these doctors will push anything. If it makes money, people are going to push it. You know what I'm saying? And there's always going to be an easy way out. There's going to be plastic surgery, lipo. People are always going to cheat in life. You know what I'm saying? There's a cheat code to everything, but it's up to you to take it or not. You see gym bodybuilders and stuff like that. Half of them aren't natural. Half of them want to use steroids. You know what I'm saying? Why do you want to cheat your way, you know?
Yeah, that's true, man.
I love life. I don't ever think I could put any type of performance-enhancing drug in me, because I feel like if I'm doing something that's going to be harming my life and at the same time I'm trying to work out to live a better life, I'm damn near speedballing. I'm trying to do good, and what's helping me do good is also harming me. So what? I'm going to look good and I'm going to be dying? What? That don't make sense, bro. That's like me telling people all the time, I'd rather have 100,000 with really good health. This is my famous line. I'd rather have 100,000 in really good health than be a millionaire and dying, bro. You think I want to have $1 million and I'm dying of cancer with shitty health with some fine girls around me? No, that's not life, bro.
Yeah, even Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong, man, like he's freaking like his health is super deteriorating. And I'm like, man, probably all the years you were smoking weed, bro. No offense, but damn, man, you were smoking
100%.
like 100 blunts a day probably. Like, of course you're going to deteriorate. And you're one of the most famous people, most wealthiest people in the world, but your health is literally on the decline. I would hate that, bro.
For sure.
Imagine
For
imagine your life's ending and you're like, just feel miserable all the time. When you look at, you know, Michigan, or when you walk around, you know, they say like America is one of the most obese countries in the world, right? When you're walking around here, do you look at people and just go like, you could just do this and this to adjust yourself? Or do you just, how do you look at people who are overweight or obese or anything like that? Do you have a compassion for it? Like, how do you perceive them?
I'll have compassion for them in life. You know what I'm saying? I'll never judge a person based off how they look, what they're doing in life. Everybody is going through something different, you know? I'll never judge a person based off how they look or how they're carrying themselves, because you don't know what that person may be going through in their life, you know? But I'll have compassion up to when they come to my gym. After you come to my gym, you sign up, and you tell me you're going to do this, and you're not going to do this, and that, I'm going to hold you to it. I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to make sure that you do everything that you said you were going to do.
Now, with what's on here, is this just a part of the brand as far as your instructor goes, or is it part of the whole collaboration of everything else you have to offer?
This is going to eventually become something big. You know what I'm saying? Health is the best wealth. BBR Fitness Lab is going to be something big. You know what I'm saying?
Is it going to be its only storefront?
Hopefully I can venture out to different things, open up another location, hire some trainers. Right now I'm a one-man team. You know what I'm saying? I've been going all at it solo. Everything I've learned so far is solo. Business licensing, I've learned it all on my own.
So it's right now it's not a storefront yet.
Absolutely, it's a storefront.
Oh, okay.
I'm at 33265 Mound Road, Sterling Heights, 14 Mile and Mound, Stober Plaza. We got 2,300 square feet, 10 feet mirrors around the gym, beautiful equipment. You gotta come
so that
check
whole
us
gym's yours, but pretty much?
The whole gym is mine. I lease it every month. I bought all the equipment in there. My name is on the building. It says Body by Rick right outside. BBR.
Talk about that real quick. Just talk about the whole conception of the building and what's going on inside of it.
Okay, what do you mean by that conception?
Like the day it started and what's involved in it, what's inside
so I
there.
believe about September 12th, I filed for LLC, BBR Fitness Lab. From there, I went on and researched how to get equipment, find the wholesaler, bought the equipment. Obviously, before that, I found a building, which was the brick and mortar place I have at 33265 Mound Road. I ended up getting a good lease there. I set up the business licensing. You know what I'm saying? From there, I just took off, and I honestly, man, I hate to say it, but I was winging it, but I was working hard. You know what I'm saying? I didn't believe in I could do it. You know what I'm saying? We got Google. You should Google stuff. Hey, you don't know how to do it? Go Google how to do it. Google will tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to do everything you put your mind to. And then from there, I figured, hey, I need a sign and I need decals. Let me use the rest of my money. Let me use it as an investment. Let me buy a good sign that everybody will see when they drive down Mound Road. You know how many people I got that walked in my gym that just said, man, I've been driving past this place for a minute. I've been meaning to stop by. You know? Yeah. I got some nice decals on the wall, no judgment zone, before and after pictures, you know?
How many people do you have as coming to that gym right now?
Right now I got about, I'd say about 11 to 12 people. I got about average 3 to 4 people a day. I work 7 days a week. I don't take any days off. You know what I'm saying? Even on Sunday, if I got one client that needs to come on Sunday, I'm going to be there. And you know the best part about it? I got conveniency. My gym is literally right by my house. So
what mile road is that on?
I'm on 14 in Mound, the border of Sterling Heights and Warren.
So you're not far from here, obviously. Okay, cool. I might have to pull up. I might have to get a session in real quick.
Hey, you better come through. You better come
I
through
need to
for
get
sure.
a
You know I'm gonna
session.
show love. You know what I'm show love. Come through once a week. You come through once a week with me, and you do your everyday running. You'll still see progress. You'll be like, wow, this guy's adding muscle.
Yeah. I need to get on it.
For
man.
sure.
I'm looking weak.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I hustled every part of the way to get that brick and mortar building. You know what I'm saying? I grinded like I was broke every day.
Is this your main way of income right now? Is this like your main?
This is my main way of income right now.
Cool.
Right now, I'm venturing out to different modeling agencies too. I got a little portfolio going. You know what I'm saying? You probably seen it on Instagram. You know?
Yeah, man. Talk about that a little bit. How'd you get into that and what's going on with it?
People always told me my whole life I'm photogenic. They're like, you look good, Rick. Take pictures. Get paid for it. And I'd be like, yeah, whatever. Then I'm going to the joint. I got grown men telling me, man, you better go out there and be a model, boy. You better make some money doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You better take advantage of that shit, you know? They're like, Rick, if all goes wrong, just go be a male stripper. Go make some money from them girls. You know what I'm saying? But there's always a way, bro. There's always a way, you know?
Very cool, bro. And then obviously on the last note, I wanted to talk about, you sent me a video of like a horrific accident you were a part of, and like you recovered
Man,
like phenomenally. Can you talk about what the hell happened?
Health and wellness. Kids seen a video and a picture of me. Horrible picture, right, El? Maybe
Terrible.
you could share it with them one day if you want, but
Yeah.
whole face was split open, man. Lip was split open. I had to get plastic surgery. I actually got to go get veneers in about 4 to 6 weeks. I got a couple teeth knocked out, but on 10/28, I was at a gas station pumping air, man, and this 3 individuals came over in a truck and they were bothering the company I was with, and I was just trying to stand up for them, and I'm telling these people to get up out of here, man, and they eventually left. But before they left, they decided it was cool to run me over with their truck, man. And I, God forbid, you know what I'm saying, I survived that incident. I actually survived. You know, I didn't have any broken bones. The doctors and the cops calling my mom like, I don't know what God you pray to, but keep praying to him because your son just survived something that doesn't make any sense, you know? So I'm very prideful. And I'm very grateful that I survived that. You know what I'm saying? It's actually crazy. That same day that incident happened, I told my dad, hey, Dad, I'm Sikh. You know what I'm saying? My people are very prideful people. We're about 6.8% of India, you know? I love India, by the way. And I'm telling my dad, I'm like, we're doing really good, man. I'm like, we're doing really good right now. I'm like, I got the gym going. Everything's going good. I'm like, can you come with me to church real quick? I just want to go say a quick prayer. I go to church. I say the prayer. I leave, go about my day. And that very night that happened, man, and I survived. And I swear to God, when that shit happened, when that truck hit me, man, I took a little hop step because I heard something accelerating towards me. And then I took another hop step and I felt it coming closer. I'm like, oh, it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over, right? And it hit me, and I put this huge dent into the car the truck hit me into. I shattered the glass, so you would think all my bones are damn near shattered. Like, if you've seen the video, you see how it mangled me. My guts were on the floor, you know? And once it hit me and I hit the floor, I feel like it was a couple minutes, but really it was 10 to 15 seconds, and it was just like all my memories of me hurting my mom, actually, putting all the grief I put her through, all the memories start flashing in my head. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm about to die, right?
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, I swear to you, bro, it's like somebody put a battery in my back. Boom, I just got up and I started moving around. And my people threw me in the car and drove me to the hospital with my face just hanging out, lip just hanging out like this. I had to wait 5 hours in the hospital, face just hanging apart because there was no plastic surgery.
It's crazy because like it's basically attempted murder.
Yep.
Like
It's
they
crazy,
literally tried
man.
to kill
It's
you.
crazy. I'm trying to do good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even out here. I don't got no beef with nobody. I put all that behind me. You know what I'm saying? If somebody owed me money, they could have it, bro.
Where did this even happen?
This happened in Warren. Unbelievable.
God,
It's
bro.
crazy, ain't it?
No, yeah, your recovery from the pictures you sent.
Since 10/28, look, recovery is good,
literally. Like when you got out, when I was coming outside to get you, I literally was like, oh man, I hope his face.
Drink
like, you
water.
look completely
Drink water.
normal.
Eat
like,
healthy, bro. Work
Yeah.
out. You see what I'm saying? Look what it could do. This
Yeah.
shit happened on 10/28. I don't even believe what. It's been a little over a month. Come on
bro,
now.
that's insane.
Let's go. I'm
Like,
staying positive every day. Every day I probably wake up, I'm like, damn, man, I can't even smile no more for a minute. But it's okay. I might be stressed. I might be depressed. I might have anxiety now. I might be a little depressed. But I'll never let nobody see that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to still wake up every day and I'm going to keep pushing forward. And I'm going to tell myself I can do it and I'm going to be great. And today's a good day because I'm going to make sure it's going to be a good day. Everybody's in control of their emotions. You should go through life and go through your day controlling your emotions. If you having a bad day, it's because you want to have a bad day. You know what I'm saying? You should choose to have a good day. See the good in every bad situation because there's always some good. Always.
No, yeah, man. Oh man, it's beautifully said, bro. Rick, this was fucking awesome having you on, man. Like I said, you know, I love hip hop, I love rap,
Come on, man.
I love the culture, but man, it's always good to hear just a different perspective, a different topic, a different mindset, especially when it comes to fitness, to health. And to hear from somebody who's been through a lot, like you've been through fucking a lot, bro, and you overcame a lot.
Overcoming adversity is everything, man.
Yeah,
everybody should be able to overcome adversity, man.
For sure,
we all
bro.
dealt the same 24 hours in a day, man. We're gonna blow up that health
yeah,
squad.
for
Hell,
sure.
You already know we are.
Oh
bro.
yeah, for sure. I'm gonna get to this gym, man.
Come
I'm
on,
gonna
man.
go check it out.
BBR, health is the best wealth.
Tell everybody how they can find you on social media,
Man,
bro.
you guys can find me on social media. I got my personal page, Brown Boy Rick with 2 Ks. You can also find BBR Fitness Lab on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook, BBR Fitness Lab, TikTok, BBR Fitness Lab, and you can find me on Facebook as Ricky Man.
For sure, man.
Thank you guys. I hope you guys took one thing from this whole interview. As long as somebody took one thing from this whole thing, my job's done. Because when we go about in life and we read a book or we listen to an audio clip, 9 times out of 10, we only take one thing in. As long as somebody took one thing in from today, my job is done.
Oh, for sure, man. I appreciate you being a part of this, bro. Look forward to seeing what you accomplish in your journey.
Let's do it.
And I'll be tapping in and seeing what's going on. We're at we're at fucking Parallel Sound Studio. High Low Visuals is shooting these productions. We're out. Peace.
Peace.